Hello everyone, and welcome to one of many videos I'm making detailing the local myths and legends pertaining to each of the United States. I'm visiting each state in alphabetical order until I hit all 50 of them, and for each state I'll be picking 5 of the most commonly encountered myths and legends. So come with me as we explore this large, diverse country that is filled with folklore, legend, and tall tales. Today, we visit Arizona, the Grand Canyon state, and see what kind of myths, legends, and horrors this state holds. Our first Arizona urban legend is the Mogollon Monster. Arizona folklore tells of a creature that dwells along the Mogollon Rim, termed the Mogollon Monster. The Mogollon Rim in which it dwells is an escarpment that runs along the southwest edge of the Colorado Plateau that is characterized by very high cliffs. This region is near major Arizona cities such as Flagstaff and Sedona, which might even help bolster the supposed sightings of this creature. This creature is supposedly like Arizona's version of Bigfoot, being massive at over 7 feet in height and strong, having red eyes. It is also covered in long black or reddish-brown hair depending on the account, except for on its chest, face, hands, and feet. It's said to bear a strong, unpleasant odor with it, smelling of a skunk and making a variety of odd noises such as whistles and being able to mimic other wildlife, notably having a similar woman-like scream to that of a mountain lion attacking its prey. Supposedly, this creature comes out at night and is extremely territorial as well. The oldest known sighting of this creature started in 1903 near the Grand Canyon, being reported as having long white hair and threatening the observer with a club, making an ungodly screech. There was also an encounter in the 1940s in Arizona, in which a man by the name of Don Davis, who is now a cryptozoologist, encountered a large, expressionless beast covered in hair on a Boy Scout trip. Many dwellers of the Fort Apache Indian Reservation have also made claims to see this beast. Some legends attribute this creature to being the ghost of a man who was murdered by an Indian for killing an Indian woman, who was subsequently hung, stretched to 8 feet tall, and then skinned alive by the natives of the region, left to wander this region upon death. Our second Arizona urban legend is that of the Jackelope. Now, this might sound crazy, but have you ever met a jackrabbit with antlers that only mates during lightning strikes? No? Oh, well, neither have I. Jackalopes are otherwise known as warrior rabbits, and they are supposed natives to many western states, one of which is Arizona. Jackalopes can supposedly mimic human sounds, with tales of cowboys singing around a campfire, only to hear a jackalope sing back to them. Apparently they're especially happy to sing right before a thunderstorm when they intend to mate. To catch one of these critters, it is said that you should leave out some whiskey. They supposedly love this beverage, and once you get them nice and drunk, as with all of us, they slow down and are easier to catch. This myth stems back to European legend of a similar creature who were supposedly just rabbits infected by a virus that resulted in antler-like tumors on the rabbits' heads. A third Arizona urban legend that is admittedly common in many states in the region is that of the Skinwalker. Originating from the Navajo culture, the Skinwalker is a sorcerer of sorts that can shapeshift or possess the body of an animal, disguising themselves as the creature. Navajo witches, which include skinwalkers, are the opposite to Navajo values, performing magic that is viewed as taboo or evil. Common animals that a skinwalker may inhabit are the coyote because of its reputation as mischievous, as well as other animals with negative connotations such as owls, wolves, bears, or crows. Native and non-native interpretations of the stories of skinwalkers are also very different. Natives frame these encounters as struggles where the Navajo and skinwalker engage in an encounter that may end with one of them dying, often taking place at one's own village. There are often stories of victory. Non-native encounters, though, usually tell a story where the teller is exploited because of their vulnerability and narrowly gets away from the creature. Very different. Out of respect, I'm going to refrain from misinterpreting the legends of natives, but local legends of non-natives tell stories of people driving through Navajo reservations, with such things happening as creatures quickly running beside their car and tapping on the windows and harassing motorists, and then darting off at incredible speeds ahead of cars moving upwards of 60 miles an hour. Also notable is there was a court case decided in 1987 as a result of the tale of skinwalkers. Apparently a mutilated body was found, and a professor at Northern Arizona University was arrested and tried for the murder. In the proceedings, the defense countered that a skinwalker murder may have taken place, even though there was clear evidence of contact between the accused and the murdered individual. Our fourth urban legend is that of Slaughterhouse Canyon. While better known as Slaughterhouse Canyon, Luana Canyon is an eerie canyon with a horrifying backstory that cannot be proven or disproven. Supposedly, in the 1800s, Luana Canyon was the home of a family. This family was poor, and the father would often have to be gone for weeks at a time to make ends meet and find food. Eventually the father left though, and he never returned, leaving his family behind to starve. Supposedly, as the family began to starve and scream, the sounds of this torture were echoing all across the canyon, and these horrible sounds drove the mother to murder her children and subsequently herself. Visitors can still hear the screams of the children and the mother in the midst of this horrible murder, echoing across the canyon if legends hold true. Our fifth urban legend are the stranded ghosts of Route 85. Arizona's Route 85 is a popular haunted destination in Arizona as well. As legend has it, a couple was driving along this route by an area named Crater Range in the 1950s, and they were killed in a car accident hitting a large rock on the way to their honeymoon. Locals say that if you drive here after midnight, you may pass the couple and their car on the side of the road. Some people say they've been flagged down by the couple and pull over to try to help them, only to see that they've disappeared after leaving the car. Others say that the couple will quietly thank them and enter the back seat of the vehicle, only for them to be vanished from the back seats once they have left Crater Range. In closing, thank you all for joining me today on this hot, dry walk through a state that has left me absolutely parched and begging for more ghouls, goblins, and the like. If you liked this video and would like to be informed of more, please subscribe and turn on notifications to hear about the next one. If you want to help the YouTube algorithm identify my worth, please give this video a like, and it will help me tremendously. If nothing else, make sure to lock those doors and make sure that your back seats are empty when you drive home from work tomorrow. You never know who might be hitching a ride or hanging on to the back of your car, unbeknownst to you and the cool fall air. And also, don't you ever forget, it's always story time.